Welcome back to Speedfire Fab. It is currently Tuesday, May 6th. That means 10 days to get the OBS thrown back together. Unfortunately, life gets in the way and I haven't really got to work on it as much as I had hoped the last couple of nights. I've got a couple things done. I didn't really do any filming just because I didn't have a lot of time. I did get the wastegates plumbed. I got the digital dash wired in with the headlights, turn signals, and I got all that mounted. Cleaned up some of the wiring behind the dash. I still got a little bit more to do. I got to connect the AC wires and a few things like that. I didn't really get much done on the list. I mean, boost hose is like probably 90%. I don't even know where I did with my dry erase marker. Anyways, they're like 90%. I got to connect the main line in the intercooler pipe, but I got to put a fitting in that. I'll do that once it's all back together. I did get the 45 degree fitting so I can build a turbo drain. Might do that tomorrow. Oh, we did do the drive shaft the other day. Core support and filling in all that, painting it, that's going to be the weekend project. Test electrical stuff, I feel like we've done that. Turn signal indicators, done. Key start wiring is pretty much done. I haven't hooked the wires back up, but I've got them routed. Fuel sender, it's wired, but I've got to program it in the computer. Haven't done that yet. Mount digital dash, that's the complete. Remote start alarm, done. Wiper motor, oh, I did wire that. I say I wired, I gotta route it over there, but I wrapped it, made it all clean. Put that down there, I moved the alarm siren up here, cleaned that up a little bit. Waiting on some wire loom, bigger wire loom to come so I can clean up all that mess. Let's check out the dash. We got turn signal indicators. We got high beam. The only thing that my wife's probably not gonna like it. She really likes her old gauges. You're gonna have to push. Oh, wrong button. I don't even know what I'm doing. This button to dim it down. I don't know any way around that. But yeah, you can't really see it, but it almost looks like it's like crooked. But the lower part of the dash and the top part of the dash has kind of an arch to it, and then the steering column it's weird. The steering column is actually at a slight angle down here, and then it kicks over. So it's just a bunch of weird wonky angles that kind of throw it off. I've got most of that cleaned up over there. I've got to figure out where to mount the rotary knob so I can adjust boost and tune levels. I might put it up in here where the old radio went. I've got most of this wiring cleaned up. Still got a little bit more to do. This is the start wire. I got to connect it under there. I got to put a connector. Oh yeah, and then let me show you the wastegate plumbing. pretty clean. So I gotta come off the boost controller here, and then I gotta go over and into the, I'm gonna put probably weld a fitting or something into the charge pipe here, in between the alternator and the throttle body, so it's kind of cleaning out of the way. But you really want your boost reference that controls your wastegate at the turbo or downstream, but before the throttle body. Otherwise you're going to have issues when it pulls vacuum. And then I'll run a hose off the blow off valve, and that can go to intake vacuum because it needs to be open. The vacuum needs to suck it open. So yeah, we're getting there. I still haven't figured out how I want to man, I cannot talk today. Have not figured out how I want to mount the catch can. I think that's going to be, I guess it's not major, but I'm dwelling on how I want to do it. So got to focus on that. Like I said, this weekend is going to be getting the core support and the fenders all cleaned up and started put back together. After that, it's just a bunch of little stuff. So that's going to be it for this episode. Again, it's a short one. I know the last episode was crazy long. Apologies for that, but it was like 2.5 hours. I trimmed it way down. So if it got a little boring, there was a lot of detail and a lot of stuff going on in that one. So this one's much shorter. Like I said, I didn't get to do a whole lot the last couple days. Work's been crazy. Gotten home fairly late and had some other things to take care of. So made a couple little accomplishments to move the needle forward. Just didn't really have time to film it, and so I'm just explaining it all now. But anyways, it's enough rambling. It's almost 9:40 on Tuesday. I'm gonna go get some dinner, go to sleep. Hopefully I can get some more done tomorrow and film some of that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. You have a great evening, great day tomorrow. We'll see you later.